Okay everyone, this is Senior Stationery and today's review is gonna be on the Lamy Pickup pen. Thank you Mr. Lego Man. So let's take a look on this Lamy pen. This is a now discontinued model, but it was throughout the early 2000s. Launched in 2004, Lamy had the concept of making a business or a pen for intended for office or business. What's particular of this pen? Well, this pen has not. This is only made in ballpoint, but it has the novelty that if you click on this dot, which is a button, it pops out a small highlighter. This model only made a yellow highlighter, so it was pretty much intended for, say, working on your to-do list or highlighting any tasks to do. This is, let me explain that. Notice, let me highlight the fact that this pen, this is the second design. The early design of this pen was basically a cylindrical metal barrel, and the grip area is a black rubberized, like a bulky oval rubberized grip. And this was the later model, which looks more business-like or professional, all metal version. As you can see, we have this metal part which is rigid for gripping. Very tiny over here on the black rim has it says Germany printed. You might not notice it, but you have to look closely in person, and it has printed Germany. It has the spring sort of activated button and pops the highlighter. Steel mirror effect clip. Over here has the logo Lamy etched, as you can see. And this works by rotating. This is an interesting mechanism. As you can see, there is no tip, but if I switch it, it reveals the point. So it kind of, it's funny how the style, if you look at it, looks aesthetically harmonious when it's the point reveal, but when you take it off, it pulls the tip and it's covered. So it's still there, but it's just covered. So it's kind of like a knot shape, kind of knot styling, but it's still nice. Nice metal solid barrel, probably aluminum, feels like it could be aluminum. The clip is sort of springy and steel. And this pen, if we unscrew this, the front part, we'll see the type of refill. Use this small DM22 small refill. I personally don't like these refills that much. One, because there is no alternative refill, there's no alternative maker of refill, so you're kind of stuck with the Lamy. And I've had bad experiences with these refills. These tend to kind of fail, and the fine point, because there are fine point as well. This is a medium point, but the fine point tend to dry out easier. So this is kind of like the only bad thing about this pen, like the type of refill that it uses, which is, it personally is not my favorite, but it's still same Lamy quality on refill wise. And so again, this is an interesting pen. It's a very now rare, discontinued. Looks style wise, it looks kind of like form and function, kind of modern, kind of business-like. I feel like when I look at this pen, I feel like I'm looking like a office chair, you know, like one of those tubular frame or aluminum frame chair. So I get that kind of business-like vibe from it. It's still a nice modern pen, contemporary style, very German, solid, lightweight. It feels lightweight despite it's being metal and sturdy. It feels lightweight, so it's not like very heavy on your hand, fairly comfortable. The mirror effect on the clips kind of distracting a little bit. As you can see, you get a lot of flashing from the light, so I personally don't like that. And it kind of also gets kind of easier dirty. Again, this is a fairly just business-like pen. So let's take a look how it writes. Let's give it a try. So this is a Lamy Pickup. introducing 2004. This was designed by Wolfgang Fabian, who's also famous for several Lamy designs like the Tipo, the Safari, the white pen, the black pen. So Lamy has pretty much done a lot of designs with the same designer who has made a lot of successful pens, but this pen, well, has already been phased out, so it will become eventually a collector's item. Maybe, maybe not. The refill, I believe you can still get refills online, but you better hurry and get some, because either you'll have to save a lot for many years if you really like this pen, or otherwise I will suggest I recommend you to buy refill sackets like the ones for the Stabilo Boss, so you can refill this refill. So let me show you how this works. Pull it out. Mine is a little bit kind of dry out, so I need to wet the tip a little bit here. So let's see. This is like a rich yellow, nothing like particular or special. As you can see, it's nothing like wow to rave about. Normal bright yellow. Well, neon. It's actually neon yellow, but the camera kind of grasps it as a intensive yellow. I need to refill my yellow one because when I stored this pen, it kind of the button clicked and it dried out a bit. So that's like the bad part of this pen. If you don't save it correctly, or it gets hit by another pen or something on the center where the highlighter is released, well, then you'll have it a dry highlighter, so you'll need to refill it. Again, I think a Stabilo Boss refill, those are like the little sacket, you just stick it in, and I think this, I'm not sure, but I need to get a Stabilo refill. I believe a Stabilo refill or maybe a refill station from Pelican or Faber-Castell might work as well. I'm not sure, but that's like another alternative to refill this rare highlighter refill. Or if you're lucky, get new highlighters if you really like the idea and concept of this pen, which is a nice idea. I mean, considering the fact that there's this big popularity of multifunction pens, as in a pencil, several colored pens, ballpoint pens, and this one makes the interesting idea of the highlighter, which is good in essence, but not many people are very used to using highlighters. I personally don't use that much highlighters. I mean, I do have, but if you really are like a big fan of highlighters, well, this is a good idea. But the thing is that this pen only comes with a yellow, so you're stuck with the yellow whether you like it or not. There are no other color refills, so you're stuck with only yellow for this pen. Again, this is an interesting style, as you can see, very businesslike. As I said, maybe in the future it might become an interesting or a very rare Lamy collector, but for now it's not that much, very much missed, and you might be able to find it still online if you search carefully and you're patient. So again, this is the Lamy Pickup, designed by Wolfgang Fabian in 2004 and discontinued a few years back, probably like around 2014 or maybe earlier. Please hit like if you like this review. Stay tuned for more stationery reviews, and if you like this video, please remember to give a like and subscribe for more interesting and rare pen or stationery item reviews. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.